Hello and welcome to another Jellycat hunting video. We are going to be stopping at 5 different locations that stock Jellycats, as well as a little surprise stop in the middle of this video. So stay tuned if you want to see all that. We're starting off at this beautiful garden center. They have this luxurious gift shop with all kinds of fancy gifts. And then here is the little Jellycat display. Unfortunately, this store used to carry a lot more, but they've really narrowed it down. So they had, I think this is the margarita pizza. They had like a full pizza on display. What is that, like a cheesecake? They had the treasure chest, the pears, the eggplant, potato. Is that another piece of cheese? The little graduation eggs, the pickleball, the tennis ball, a Jellycat jack. Was that a keychain or a purse? Here's a croissant purse and a cactus purse. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. And then we just had to take a quick little gander in the plant and flower section. It was such a gorgeous day. The sunlight was just streaming into this little enclosure. And now we are moving on to actually a grocery store, believe it or not. This is the Kowalski Market. They have a bunch of locations around Minnesota, and it's very much an upscale, like rich person grocery store, but they usually have a nice gift shop area, and that's where they have their Jellycats on display. So we are heading right over there. We're passing by the flowers and the produce. Here is the Jellycat stand. Again, it's a pretty small selection at this store, and they do have some of the ones we just saw, like the margarita pizza, but then they also had some of the brand new ones, like this sardines in a can. They are so cute. I love the coloring on this. And I've never seen this one before. It's some sort of like oyster or clam. I love the blue velvet fabric on the inside. That is so cool. And then I was so excited. They actually had the Lolly Sugar Glider. This one just came out and they only had one. So I don't know if people came and bought them all up or if they just didn't order very many. They also had the brand new Hopscone Luxe Bunny. I was not expecting to see this one in person, but it is gorgeous. It's a very, very dark blue and super soft. I love the gold tags. And then they had this sun pouch. Is this supposed to be like a makeup bag or something? I love the lining on the inside. It's so pretty. Such a fun, cheery little bag. And then they had these apples. This must be a new release as well. It was $32.99 and super duper soft. They also had these penguin pouch bags. I thought the little zipper was really pretty. Let's take a look at the inside lining on this one. If I can get it open with one hand. It's just like a light gray color on that one. And it's got Jellycat Jack. They had this adorable little lamb purse. I've never seen that before either. And they had these rulers. Very cute. And pencils as well. It says JC on it. Hey, that's my name, JC. They had these cute little, what is this, like a boar? I think it's a boar. It is so cute. It's like the perfect little size, and I love the stripes on its back. They had this alligator, I believe. I'm guessing this is an alligator. He was so big. I love the color on him. And then they had all these light brown beige, or is it, I think it's beige bunny. The bashful bunny. They had a ton of those. More of the pizza slices. And some sort of like latte or something. That's super cute. Here is a little coffee bean keychain or bag charm. They had a couple of the small size bunnies. I think this is cream bunny. And these blue bashful elephants. Very cute. Love the floppy ears on them. And then here's some dragon fruits, I'm guessing. And they had the bull And the pistachios. Here's another new one that I haven't seen yet in person. $27.99 for these. Very cute. I do love pistachios. We interrupt this programming for a lovely little nature pit stop, but we will be back to Jellycat hunting in just a moment. This is gorgeous. All right, back to the Jellycat hunting. This is a cute little boutique called ꜱᴜᴘᴘᴏᴛ. They had an adorable Labradoodle laying in the doorway. And right away, I saw this big, huge, floppy, bashful bunny backpack. I have never seen this in person before. It was a really good size and so soft. Here's just an overview of the shelf of Jellycats that they had on display. Lots of dogs, as you can see, and some Bartholomews. They had this cute little pug. I think that's a pug. Bashful dog. I love that one. Here is some kind of schnauzer or something. Oh man, I'm really being tested here on my dog breeds. I do not know what this breed is, but it is so cute. Here is some sort of like sheepdog or something. It looks like Max from The Little Mermaid, doesn't it? I love his scraggly fur. That is so cute. What is this, like a bulldog in a sweater? So cute. And they had a little side area with a bunch of sugar gliders. They are so cute. I was so tempted by that one. They also had Lolly Lamb. They had two of them. $31 they're charging for her. They had the Bartholomew Bear pouch bag and a backpack as well. They had these cute little puppy, what are these called? Like, they play music. You like pull it and it plays music. They had the little rose bouquet. That would be such a cute gift. And this little sun blanket, like a baby blanket, $31 for that. They also had this really interesting fish and a bunch of sharks. And the 괱ᴜᴘᴘᴏᴛ, which we've seen at a lot of stores recently, I guess. Here's a little look at the downtown, and we walk down to the 715. So another little fancy boutique. They did have one little lolly lamb here. Only $28 they were charging at this place. So this place is a bit cheaper. They also had the coffee bean bag charm, these little cactuses and little baby Bart. Is this like a ornament? And they had the Fuddles calf. So cute. Just one of them sitting there on the shelf. And the hare, the curly bunny, some leftover Valentine's Day ones it look like. More of the sugar glider, more tennis balls. All the new ones that we've kind of been seeing at the other stores as well. They had the goats up there. This is a new one that I don't know if I've ever seen this one in person, but it's like a salamander, I'm guessing. They had this little badminton, what is that called? I don't know sports. They had the little paddles as well, red on one side and blue on the other. That was so cute. I love the little logo there on the handle. And here's one of those musical things, but it's a little baby Bart. That is so cute. And here's the final stop. This is a big toy store, Lark Toys. They also have a little museum over there. And here is the Jellycat display. Again, not a very big selection. I don't know why all these stores are downsizing so much. It's really sad because they used to have way more. What we really need is like a dedicated Jellycat store, like all Jellycat, everything, like the whole store. That would be so cool. And I mean, I live within driving distance of Minneapolis, and Minneapolis is like where the headquarters of Jellycat resides. So why the heck don't they have like a dedicated storefront? That is so weird to me. They could make so much money doing that. You know what I'm saying? They had the little ukulele or guitar. I'm not sure exactly what that is. More of the pickleballs. More of the clam or oyster things. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I did see one last Jellycat up on this shelf, the huge rainbow. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!